all
This
the details?
conference will now be recorded.
Yes, yes. I got the yesterday night. I got this installation file. I downloaded the installation file, installed, and connected it to the cloud.
Okay, great, great. So if you remember, like we have added this product items,
Yes.
right? This node.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see the output first of all. So, okay. So in the quick activity,
Mm-hmm.
so we have like only the add the component, like how to add this component, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
this product ID, description, price, and everything. Now, see, let's like do some changes, like the name. Here I need to display products. Now, how to add the values over in this product ID? I need to add a value. Hello,
Yeah, the voice went out. Not hearing.
just a minute. Just a minute. I will just connect with my different network. Hello. Now is it okay? Manoranjan. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I think so. It's okay now.
Okay. So how to add the like this product and everything?
Mm-hmm.
So see, there is some options available on the advanced list pane. So when I choose this
I think
component,
uh,
sorry,
screen is screen is not refreshed.
okay, let me know once you can able to see my this cursor. Can you able to see?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can
let
see.
me. Okay, you can see. Okay, so this product, this
Mm-hmm.
description, this price, okay, you cannot enter directly because
Mm-hmm.
this is a table control. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now once I have a data, I can edit, but how to enter the new row? So
Mm-hmm.
we have an advanced list. So this, when you select this, you can see this, there is a property will be available here for each
Mm-hmm.
and every. Now when I choose this, use integrated toolbar. This
Mm-hmm.
toolbar, just we need to enable it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have some sort of options available, and here in the list pane,
Mm-hmm.
we need to enable the toolbar again.
Okay.
Make it true. Okay, so it is configurable toolbar is available. Now there is a two button will be there.
Mm-hmm.
One is the add button, one is the remove button.
Yeah.
Now let me do the add button.
Mm-hmm.
Now add button, what we need to do, we need to, on click event, I need to add a row in this table. Just remember, in the table we called as a advanced list pane. Okay, so always use the advanced list pane, like okay. Now here on click event, we need to add one event handler. The event handler called add new row. See here in the advanced list pane, operation is nothing but the list operation. List is nothing but the table. So for list, these are the options available: add row, remove row, refresh from database, expand. Okay, so these are the options that we are using this.
Okay.
Now add row is nothing but adding a row into this table, the target. So the target table is root data list. So when I choose this is my root data list. You can see here.
Okay.
Okay. So when I save and activate, go to the front end. Okay, go to the front end. Go to any of this contract. Now here you can see add row and remove. When I click on add row, it will adding a row over here. Now I can enter the data. Okay. So this is my amount, like this is a product. Okay, P1 product.
Correct.
Mobile, like suppose 1000 USD. Okay, and one box like this. So I can enter the data, but my requirement is like, hey, I don't want to use this, enter the product manually. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to assign the OVS similar to this. So OVS is a very flexible like options. Okay, so when I choose this product, I told you we need to change the display type is equal to OVS.
Yes. Then bind that with the value.
Yes, bind the component, correct.
Yeah.
So this component we need to choose from the public OVS. Only thing is you just need to understand which OVS that I need to select.
Yes.
You cannot get the product over here. It is called a material. So sometimes you need to just explore the business object also, like what is a material, what is a product, and everything. So I just see here it is called material, and here it is called product. So it's very confusing. Okay, so I need to pass the product ID over here and click on OK. Now once this is done, save and activate. Go to the front end and close the screen. When I click here, it will change to OVS and I can select the product without any issue. So when I choose this, it is populate this product ID. Now everywhere we have a OVS, and now we have a requirement to populate the description here as well as here, right? Now our basic structure is done. Now let's move it to scripting part. So see, whenever we click on add, whenever we click on save, okay, there is some list of event will be called. So which are the events call and how I can identify.
Mm-hmm.
So let me show you. So in the backend system, everything is based on the business object. Without business object, we cannot do anything. So right click on the business object and create a script file. So this is a script file, okay? Same, but it's a ABSL script file.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see we have a two node. One is a root node and one is a contract item node.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are getting two events. One is on the root level, one
Mm-hmm.
is on the contract item level,
Okay.
and both are same, but it is execute based on the node. Either in
Okay.
the root node it is execute or either in the product
Contract
node it is
item.
execute. Now suppose you think like, hey, I need to only use before save and after modify.
Mm-hmm.
So just select this, remove this mass enable. This mass enable I will explain later.
Okay.
Now if I will add this two
Mm-hmm.
event will be added into the root. So when I click on add, it will add a root under these two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after modify and before save. Now let's create all the events and I will show you what are the sequence. So this two is already occupied, so I need to use after loading and on save. Similar way, so delete will be execute when I delete the record.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm not using the delete one currently.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm adding all the events for my root level as well as item level.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see here it is adding a node with the all events.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now see, sometime we don't know the sequence of event, which sequence will be follow, like which one is trigger first, which one is trigger second, like that. Okay, here you need to understand when it is trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a concept called debug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the app also we are doing the debug and we will find out some, we will fix some issue, right? So here
Mm-hmm.
also we have a same thing. So first of all, activate the business object. Once I will activate the business object, the hierarchy item will be also activated.
Mm-hmm.
So once this is done, let me show you. Okay, now it is activated all. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now here what I need to do, I don't know which one is trigger first, I don't know which one is trigger second. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so for safer side I will add a code into all the events.
Mm-hmm.
Now to adding some code into ABSL code.
Mm-hmm.
So if you heard about C, C++, we have a
Mm-hmm.
this keyword. This keyword is nothing but it is meaning that it is a current instance,
Mm-hmm.
current data. Okay, so whatever the data that we have open it currently, let's open this one. So this is a current instance, current data. Now
Mm-hmm.
that will be stored into the keyword called this. So when I click on this, I am getting all the data called like my product description, product ID, price, and quantity. Why? Because I am into the business object node contract
The contract type.
items.
Yeah.
Items tab. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why whatever the contract item data or like elements available, I can access through the this pointer
Mm-hmm.
or this keyword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is uh, the what we can say, the keyword. This is nothing but getting a current data that we have open.
Mm-hmm.
Similar way for the root level, I am getting a contract ID, contract description, everything,
Mm-hmm.
including a contract items also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just using my simple validation. I'm just putting a if condition. This dot each set, and this is a method.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how to identify this is a like a functions or method. Now, when I use this each set, you can see in the right section functions is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Function each set in bracket, and it is
Mm-hmm.
written boolean. Boolean means true or false.
It returns true or false.
Okay, so I'm using this each set. Each set is nothing but whenever you trigger something in CRM,
Mm-hmm.
constructor is called, right? By
Mm-hmm.
default.
Yep.
That is the method constructor is called, and you can understand either your object is initiated or not.
Mm-hmm.
Similar way, I have a same thing. We have a each set. Using this, I can understand either my object is initiated or not.
Mm-hmm.
And in C4C, I am
Mm-hmm.
recommend every time whenever you are reading the data
Mm-hmm.
or creating a data, before doing that operation, just check this each set functionality. If
Mm-hmm.
it is set, create the data. If it is set, read the data, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometime we are passing a data and we are not getting the result.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to identify either like that is properly set or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just using this, and this is applicable to everywhere. Okay, so I'm just
Mm-hmm.
adding after modify and remaining events also, and we will debug it.
Mm-hmm.
So activate this. Now this is done. Now let me go to the after modify, sorry, after loading. Before save, activate, and on save. After loading, this is for contract item. After modify, before save, on save validation. So I have added a code into every events. Now what I will do, I will set a breakpoint. So when I just click here, it will set a breakpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Now for every event, I will set a breakpoint. So we will understand where it is stopped.
Okay.
Now here there is a concept called debugging user.
Okay.
So suppose I am logged in currently with fun user.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I need to do, I need to log in here. Sorry, I need to debug here. So I need to set the debugger for that user itself.
Mm-hmm.
It is not set for any other user. So fun user I need to maintain here.
Mm-hmm.
So enable the business user. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just for the debugging and tracing. When I click on OK, there is a option called start debugging or
Mm-hmm.
F5.
Mm-hmm.
When I do this, it will ask to activate all the items, but it is already activated, so I don't need to activate re again. So I'm just click on no, and my debugger is started.
Mm-hmm.
I can stop the debugger. Okay, and now here I can see the output. So now you can see debugger has been started for the user,
Mm-hmm.
and the local variable will be displayed here once we will start our transaction.
Mm-hmm.
So now let me close this and refresh the screen for debugging. When I refresh this, the system identify this user is into the debugger, and we are getting the breakpoint.
Okay.
Can you able to see?
Mm-hmm.
On root level, I am getting
After
the after
loading.
loading. Here I am getting the contract also.
Mm-hmm.
So it is first contract. Now for next step, you need to click on F10.
Mm-hmm.
So it is cursor will be coming here again at F10. Now
Mm-hmm.
the second contract. So number of
Mm-hmm.
contract will be displayed. So
Mm-hmm.
now contract 2. Now we have only 2 contract. So it is only 1 and 2 contract.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me click on edit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm select this one contract and click on edit.
Mm-hmm.
So what happen? It will open the after loading, but it is open only the specific contract, contract 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let me execute. So execute is nothing but it's continue.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just changing the data. Like what I need to do, I need to change this owner. Now you can see when I change the data,
After modify event.
yes, after modify, I'm just getting the data.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see in the owner, we have selected the value and I'm just getting the data. Now this is, I am just change into this. Now for a product, sorry, for customer also,
Mm-hmm.
my requirement is when I just select this, the name will be populate. So
Mm-hmm.
now this time also the after modify is called. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
modify the data. Okay, so that you just need to understand. So this is the one. You can see this is change.
Mm-hmm.
So my first event is after modify. My second event, sorry, after loading, and the second one is after modify.
Mm-hmm.
Now when I click on save the data, you can see before save
Before
event is
save.
called.
Mm-hmm.
Before save event is called, so you can suppose if you want to change something, you can do it here itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now when I click on next, it will go to the on save validation
Mm-hmm.
for the now here you cannot change any data. You can see all the fields in this object are read only and cannot be changed.
Mm-hmm.
So only the validation part will be available here.
Mm-hmm.
Within the
Just to throw
validation,
errors and everything.
yes, absolutely correct. Only for the error and validation.
Mm-hmm.
Now execute this. If it is written true, that means successfully saved. If it
Mm-hmm.
is written false, it is not saved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm execute this, and we are getting that your entry has been saved.
Mm-hmm.
So the sequence will be like this way. After loading, after modify, before save, and on save.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a sequence. Okay, mostly we are doing it whenever we'll open it, it will open the after loading. When we modify, it is execute the after modify, and the save, it is triggering before save and on save validation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so in that way we can identify. Now we will go for our product.
Mm-hmm.
Product, you can see after modifier the item will be called, but currently we don't have any data.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any data, you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my event is called. When I change this, again, it will call my after modify.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because now this time my product ID is changed.
Yes.
So every time whenever you change something and the element is round trip enabled,
Mm-hmm.
okay, the event will be called. The event will be called.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me execute next. Just a minute, just a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I choose this, okay, so it is open. Sorry, it is triggering after modify.
Mm-hmm.
When I just change like a what we can say, it's a like mobile. Suppose mi. Now I'm just enter the data. just remember when I click on enter, it is also triggering the data. Now you can see my quantity and my price is also changed. Okay, so on enter also it will trigger the after modify if any data is changed.
Oh, one thing I noticed that when the value was blank, the new value which you entered did not turn into red. But when you change some value, existing value into new one, then only it turned into red.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it is execute. Okay, now when I save this, you can see item save event will be called,
Mm-hmm.
and a contract items.
Mm-hmm.
So same sequence will be follow,
Mm-hmm.
Manoranjan. Same
Yeah.
sequence, but on item level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remember you need to identify where you need to write down the code.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is your business requirement? How to identify this? How to do the calculation? You need to do it into this event itself.
Mm-hmm.
4 events.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first event and the last event doesn't have a capability to update the data.
Mm-hmm.
I will show you. In the after loading, just read the statement that is available here. So you can see all the fields of this business object are read only and cannot be changed. So that
Mm-hmm.
means why we use this after loading. This is only for reading the data.
Mm-hmm.
To read the data, we are using this.
Mm-hmm.
And for on-save validation, we are
To
identify either
validate it.
any yes, any validations or any error I need to raise, I can do it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's very straightforward. Now only 2 events we have, after modify and before save. After modify is this where we can change the value, we can update the value, we can do the calculation, and before save. So when I click on save, before save the data, I need to do some calculation, I can do that. Okay,
Yeah.
so like that way we can identify like which event will I need to call. Okay, I need to enhance.
Mm-hmm.
So just you need to understand now my requirement is, suppose I need to read the customer name, how
Mm-hmm.
to read the customer name, and where I need to write down the code.
Mm-hmm.
For your information, where I need to write down.
I will write the code at contract account name. I will read it over there. What's the contract account value over there and populate the contract account name accordingly.
But where I need to write down the code,
Mm,
there are list of events will be there. Okay, just let me know which event I need to call or which event I need to write down the code.
I will write in after loading and
But after loading is called, suppose
sorry, after modify, correct.
okay, after modify. Yeah, this is started. Okay, now when I click on new,
Mm,
what happened? After modify is called,
mm,
but I don't have account ID,
no,
right?
yeah,
I don't have account ID. So in that case, I cannot do anything. when I click on new item. But when I change the data, I'm using this. It is again called the after modify, and I'm just getting the data. You can see here.
Yeah.
So what I need to do, let me stop the debugger. In after modify, I need to add a more coding like, hey,
The value is there.
if this dot my contract account is not initial, so this
Not.
is the initial, and I need to use not keyword here. Not.
If
This is
not.
a not. Yep. If not initial, read the data. Now, what to be read? Let me explain. So the name is stored into the other business object, like into account, right? The account information is stored into account object.
Correct.
So we need to read the data. In ABAP, we are reading the data through table. Select star from KNA1 where Kunnar is equal to this, right? Similar way, I need to do the same thing, but here we have a query option. So I have this account ID. Now go to the repository, go to the business object, and I'm looking for the customer. Now in the customer data, what I need to do, these are the query available. So this is my standard business object. Now I need to query the data with the account ID is equal to this. This is a standard business object and this is the account ID. When I click on OK, I am getting the result. So this is nothing but what happened? Okay, now I'm getting the single record. You can see this is my account. Now this is nothing but your SE11. When you go to SE11 and you execute the data, you are getting the data. Similarly, I'm just getting the data. Now you can identify what is my column name, what is my field name, and everything over here. So you can identify. Now you are able to see any name over here, customer name, business partner name,
No.
nothing, right? So this is only the header information. Now SAP used association. For this customer, there are so many data available into different node. Now I know the path like where the customer name is stored, but for you need to explore each and everything. So the data will be stored into current common, the basic data. So when I come here, I can able to see the name of this customer. That is called a business partner name. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to read this value, business partner formatted name. Okay, so that is the field name that I need to read. So what I need to do, first of all, I need to query the data. I need to go to the current common and I need to do the data. So to write the query, there is an option is given by SAP generate code.
Okay.
So automatically it generate the code for that query and you can reuse in your events. Now these two events we need to add here. ABSL is already added, so remove this, and now my code is this. Okay, but see, every time we don't need to use the auto generated code. We need to modify something. So the first one is auto generated code is trigger the query initially, but I don't want to trigger the query, okay, without any parameter. So I will remove this.
Okay.
The second one is I need to dynamically pass this customer ID
Yeah.
here in place of static value.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now let me explain from the statement from here to there. Okay, the first statement. The first one, query the data. Okay, so this is the one variable that I have declared equal to my customer query. This is a declaration itself.
Mm-hmm.
This is for result. This
Mm-hmm.
is for selection. Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm just create a selection for my query. Okay, where create the selection parameter,
Mm-hmm.
where my select parameter is equal to internal ID include equal to my dynamic value. So this
Mm-hmm.
is the same as that we have seen over here.
Mm-hmm.
My internal ID include equal to my value.
Yeah.
Okay, so based on this, it will just generating this query.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after this, we are just getting the result
Mm-hmm.
into this result variable equal to my query dot execute data only
Mm-hmm.
with this selection parameter.
Yes.
So it will execute this query and store the result over here.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can get the data 1 or 2 or 3, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
suppose if you pass some account and if you are getting multiple records, so
Mm-hmm.
that means you are getting table.
Yep.
So this will convert as a table automatic.
Mm-hmm.
We have only declared the variable, we have not defined anything, but based on the result this variable is updated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now when I use this if, now here you can see count.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we talk about the table, gate first, gate last, number of records means count, how many number of record is there. So count is
Mm-hmm.
the variable. So if the
Mm-hmm.
count is 0 greater than 0, that means I am getting the data.
Yeah.
Okay, now I need to read the first data. So result dot gate first dot, can you able to see the current common?
No.
Now just remember, whenever you are using the data, suppose if you are fulfill your requirement using this root level information, you don't
Mm-hmm.
need to modify your query. But
Mm-hmm.
if that data is not available in this result, you need to modify this statement called execute. If you are using execute data only, it will return the root level elements, but
Mm-hmm.
you cannot access the association. If you want to access the association, you need to use this execute. And now let me do that. Now you can see current common,
Yeah. Current common is there.
current common dot my formatted name.
Mm-hmm.
So this variable I need to store into my this dot my customer name equal to this khatam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
but don't do like this way. Just execute, just follow the method. Now if my count is greater than 0, if my get first record each set, you need to follow this strategy, otherwise
Mm-hmm.
sometime you are getting the exception.
Mm-hmm.
Each set, now we need to use current common. Also we need to check whenever each set is there, you need to check.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is not initial. Business partner name is not initial. Now you need to follow this step and finally your data will be there in your Okay, I will start the debugger so you can understand. Save and activate. Now let me start the debugger. So select edit mode. It is calling after loading. Now when I choose the customer now, so you can see here my customer ID is this. Okay. So you can see the customer ID is equal to 10 whatever, okay, 266. Now it will pass the data over here. So it will first of all declare the variable. So the query is nothing but my variable. Result is also variable. Result is currently 0. Now selection parameter. Selection parameter is currently 0, but it is initiated. This is initiated. Now I am adding the data into my selection parameter with my internal ID with the dynamic value. So when I do this in my selection parameter, one entry will be there. Internal ID include equal to this value. When I execute this statement, I am getting the one data. So this is my root. This is all the root level events. Okay. Now when I go next, it will check. Hey, it is greater than 0 record. I can able to go next. So now currently this is set, yes. Now this is also we need to check, is it set, yes. And now finally my business partner name is there or not. If it is there, I'm just getting this data. Now currently the name is blank. The name is blank. Now when I click here, it will populate the name over here. Okay. And we can able to see the data here.
Okay.
Now you can see the name is coming properly. So now you cannot understand like there is a ID behind this customer. It is there, but we are
It's
only just yes.
yeah, got it, got it.
Okay,
Replace
now
the
I don't need this customer name now. Okay, but yes, sometime we will display the customer ID. Okay, along with this, so that is also possible. But yes, you just need to do some tweaks and tricks. Okay, now suppose I want to use a customer name and the ID together. I can do that. So let me just do this quickly. So as a base practice, we are doing like that way. Okay. So so what I need to do, this dot my account concatenate with, sorry, so that we can understand. So like this way I can update it. Just a minute, Manoranjan.
Yeah.
Now let me just add it and just reopen it. Now I'm just changing the data. Geo. You can see here. So Manoranjan, you can see this is my customer ID and this is my name. So like this way also you can display.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now same thing I need to follow for my product. So what to do and where?
We will do it in the contract items at the product ID level.
Correct. So in the after modifier of my product, okay, sorry guys. So what I need to do, you are absolutely correct. I just need to write down the code in my contract item with the after modify events. Same thing. In place of account ID, I need to use product ID. Okay, so go to view, repository explorer, and in place of customer, we have a material. Okay, now in material, we need to follow the same strategy. This is the query available. Now let's see if my internal ID is there, product ID is there. Yes, I will use this product and I will get the description. So here also same thing, Manoranjan.
Yeah.
In my
Navigate.
association, I'm just getting the description. So this is a description. But see here, my description having a 0 to n cardinality. Lastly, you can see multiplicity 0 to star. Star means any value. Why? My product description is coming into the multiple language. Either it's a German, French. In our ECC also it is like storing in multiple language, right?
Correct. French, Dutch, then German, and all those things.
Yeah. So that's why it is coming the multiple data. Okay. So based on our logged in details, we can just also understand like which language that we need to read, or mostly English language is mostly available. Okay. So if you have a multiple language, the multiple description will be there. So okay, I just forgot to generate the code. Now let's generate the code. But whenever you generate the code, you can see it is not coming properly. So you need to go to the your first statement, first root level, and then execute this query. Sorry, generate this code. So you will get the proper information, and then you need to navigate. So now, okay, now update this. Now what we need to do? We need to do some modification. I told you as a best practice, remove this execution first and use the, okay, before doing this, always check if the
It's set.
product is there. Yeah, no, each set is there, but I need to check my product. If my product ID is there or not.
Is not in here. Correct. Is
If
not
it
in
is
here.
initial, I'm getting all the data,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't want that, right? So
Mm,
like this type of validation is really important.
mm-hmm.
Now you can see here query product id dot in content. We need to
Mm-hmm.
follow the same matter, same pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You can see this dot product id dot content.
Mm-hmm.
Now here also we need to use execute. Now these sorry, result dot count greater than 0. Again result dot my gate first dot each set. My description. Now here it is also multiple. So what I need to do, I need to gate first and then each set. So this is if you have a like a capability and you can play around with this query,
Mm-hmm.
like 40 to 60% coding you can handle it,
Mm-hmm.
because everything we are just doing on this itself. Description dot content is not initial. So my this dot my product description equal to this value. Same thing it will be execute. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
whatever we are doing it, similar way it is coming. So suppose if I will change the product, you can see the name is coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can just make this as a static, so you
Mm-hmm.
cannot, or no one can change this.
Modify the value.
Yes. So like this type of design you can just slowly like understand, like, hey, how to do this, what to do this, okay, and where to do
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
So this event will be really help us to modify something, to calculate something. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that is really important for us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
now do you understand like the events concept and everything?
Yes, yes, got it.
Okay, so I'm just stop here and I
Mm-hmm.
just give you the requirement.
Okay.
My requirement is whenever I will change this price or quantity, I
Mm-hmm.
need one more variable called total price, and the total price is equal to my price into my quantity.
Okay.
Okay, so how to
Mm-hmm.
achieve this? We'll just see you tomorrow. But before, I need your opinion, like what you think for that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
but are you clear about this, like events and everything? Which event will be coming first?
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
Because sometime in the interview also they will ask which event will
Mm-hmm.
be called first, next,
Mm-hmm.
last, like that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can able to understand.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's see you tomorrow and we'll
Yeah.
just see the different coding, okay, and adding a more content.
Okay then.
Okay, chalo
Yeah.
then, see you, bye bye.
Bye bye.
This
created by
conference will
Enroll.
now be recorded.
Yeah, this one.
But okay, did you create this solution or like you are trying to modify it?
Modified that solution. Now, can you see
Okay. So what you can do, you can create a new solution that will really help you.
okay.
Okay.
So my changes, why you are not able to see?
Okay, you did the changes.
Yes, I made the changes because I added one more field here named item price.
Okay, item price here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me explain. So see, whenever you go for any solution,
Mm-hmm.
now so let me add the one of the total price. Okay, so total price I'm just adding over here.
Yeah.
Now let me save and activate. So why you are not able to see that changes over here? Because whenever we made the changes,
Mm-hmm.
you need to check all the files. Okay, in the screen that you made the changes,
Yes.
then let me check. Okay, now see here. This is the one I think, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this error is coming.
No. Let me see just once again.
No. Don't open it.
Okay.
Let me check.
Yeah, the item price is there.
Sorry.
The item price. Yeah.
Okay. This you did right.
Yeah.
Okay. Item price. This item price.
Yeah.
Mhm. Just a minute, buddy.
Uh,
Let me clean up everything. Okay. Now let me map it. Okay, it's mapped. So you did something wrong. Okay. So let me explain the correct way to do that.
mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all, just create a new solution for you and you can play around with that so that
Okay.
our main solution will not impact anything.
Okay.
And I so the second thing is whenever you make changes, just
Mm-hmm.
first of all see, just gone through the video and just follow the step. Okay, step by
Mm-hmm.
step.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one time once you get a success, you know the process.
Mm-hmm.
If you stop, okay, if you do it without like just going to the steps,
Mm-hmm.
maybe some steps that you did something wrong on, and that is not mapped, like currently it is not mapped properly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that error you cannot able to understand like why that error is coming. Okay, but sometime, okay, contract item price, the field root contract item price dot contain. Activation field because of the backend consistency check validations data field binding not available. Z item price in namespace. This proxy name. Just a minute, huh?
Uh-huh.
Maran. So let me activate all items. Activation field. So you add that field over here.
Yes. And in the this can you expand that contract items?
Sorry.
Yeah, contract items. Yeah, that one. And in the after modify. Yeah, can you come down a little bit?
Okay, you
No,
added the
that.
code over.
Yeah, I had written the code somewhere down also.
Let me check. I think I need to remove that option.
Here, can you come down a little bit? The script I had written.
Yeah,
There
I have
it's.
checked. There is a no data. Okay, that available. Okay, let me check now. Hope so. We'll just solve that. Yep. Okay. So see, maybe something went wrong. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but you are not following that steps. That why you just stuck over there. Now, whenever you do something in your business object, okay,
Mm-hmm.
suppose like I want to map that this one business object element like product kind, product total price, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once this is done, you can see there is a options available, check in all files. This one,
Mm-hmm.
I add
Yes, yes.
option, right? In the right click, there is option check in all files. You need to do that. Check in
Mm-hmm.
content.
Okay.
Once this is done, we need to right click and deploy the solution.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you left the solution, okay, or you just log out the solution, before going to the logout, just do this,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and activate all your items from the business object
Mm-hmm.
or your from solution. Now we are looking for to add this total price into my table, so let's drag and drop.
Okay.
Still it is not like getting an error because it is only adding a field. Now you have added a field over here, but it is not specific to over here. Okay, so here when I just when I select this, it is associated to somewhere in the right section, but your field is not associated to on the right section anywhere. So system is not able to identify where this is binding is happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now once this is done, in the UI designer, add a new field called add field column. Now once this is done, I told you it's a like amount field, so let's convert into compound field.
Mm-hmm.
Now I told you that also just go to the individual field. In the field input field, just select the content. Now here, don't miss that selection. So content you need to choose from the proper field. Okay, and the currency. Now once this is done, just change the title. Now let's change the sequence. So in the list, I will just change this. Save and execute. Okay.
This was one more thing which was getting difficult for me to change the sequence of the columns.
No issue. So here in the list of
Yeah,
column,
I
you
got it now.
sequence. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now save and activate. Now I don't want to do changes on the total price manually. So what I will do, I will make that value as a read only. So here, this is my read only value. I will make it.
Mm-hmm.
So no one can able to change. Okay. So it's a read only property. Now once this is done, let's check in the front end. Now when I add the data, okay, here also you did something wrong. On the add field, let me add the operation called list. Let's add. Save and activate. So refresh this and let me try. Okay, what I need to do, I need to quickly add one more section over here, because here we cannot identify the error, what is error. So it's better to do the redesign.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, let me redesign the simple one. So it's just do it like a basic design first of all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now quickly I will go to use integrated toolbar and may use this toolbar to row one. So once this is done, we'll just add other fields. Mm, okay, that because of that field, see this field after modify identify this does not exist. Okay, so can you do one thing? Just from your end, just logged in and okay, what it is said. Okay, let me check. Just remove the coding that you just did. Okay, and just save and activate.
Okay.
Okay, just remove the code. Let me log out
Mm-hmm.
because without that I cannot able to go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. I just made you the presenter, so you can just share your screen so I can see.
Do you see my screen?
Let me check. Not yet, but
Can you see mine now?
still yes, I can able to see.
So this is the code which I had written.
Yes, so just remove the okay. Hold on. Okay, go to the business object first of all. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Go to business object. Double click on the business object.
Do you see it?
Mm, okay. Where are you currently?
I'm at the business object level, viewer level.
Actually, your screen is just on the after modify. Okay, so just remove the code that this dot item price. Okay, from the
Hmm.
code,
Hmm.
and then okay. First of all, you need to do the like delete session for user, and then just try.
Okay.
And once it is done, okay, save and reactivate.
So I'm removing that BO item at the item price which I had written.
Sorry.
The item price which I had written, the which I had added to the contract item. Can you see
That
the
is
screen?
not yet. Actually, your screen is freeze. Okay, so not able to see. Yeah. Okay. Don't remove it. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever the code that you have written, just remove that code
The ABSL code.
in the after modify. Or maybe you can just remove from the item level, contract item level declaration also. Is it done, buddy?
It's activating the item.
Okay.
Yeah, it is activated now.
Activated now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll make you the presenter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, click on my name and just yeah. Thanks. So let me check. It should work. Okay. Okay. So see, like sometime like that type of issue is coming. Okay, so just need to like suppose we are working in both the one solution. Okay, that we need to define like, hey, whenever I will make changes. Okay, I will touch only those files that I just like having a like that what we can say that we have like as a mutual understanding. Like, hey, you are just doing these changes, I'm doing these changes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like that way you need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is the solution. Let me check now.
One of my biggest questions is that uh, whatever the changes I made, why you are not able to see those things?
See, you are not okay. See, now there is a field that we I have created. Okay,
Uh-huh.
the
Uh-huh.
item price. Now it still is not there. Why? Because now it's not checked in and everything. Let me check now here it is working or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, what I need to do, I need to clean up the business object and everything, and then I need to do that.
Mm-hmm. Means like it's on the same cloud, I think. So we are accessing both the same cloud. So
No,
whatever change I do, it should be visible to you, I guess.
no, but I told you, na, you need to check in and that check out.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and
Uh-huh.
without checking check out, I'm just doing the mid changes, and then that conflict happen. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
now what we need to do, see, I just need to redesign this business object. Now what happened, you are just doing changes and I'm doing also changes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so see this. two user is parallelly working on that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, this is like checked out by this. Okay. So let me see, let me check if we can do something. But please, do use like a separate solution. Okay, so
Okay,
like it
I'll do.
not.
Yeah, I'll do it for today. I'll prepare a new one.
You can refer the solution. Like suppose if you need to
Mm-hmm.
see, you can see. But whenever you made changes, that conflict happen. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Now it is stable. So let me quickly configure. Once this is done, let me add. Yes. Let me add the product ID. So okay, here itself. Let me individual field. I will drag and drop these two field. Okay, let me do it. 7 activate and then add a field over there. Yeah, so let me use the same field into the free field. This Let me update the metadata. Now in the item, yeah, so this is the field that we have added. So now three fields will be there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So one by one, just map all the fields, okay, properly. Price, content, and the currency code. That is a price. Now map with the other one, like all quantity or whatever. So let's do it quantity. And the last one is our total price. And that is read only. We'll just make it later. Read only true. Read only true. And make this field as a static. Total price. save and activate. So once this is done, let me go to the front end and see. Okay, so now it is done. Now our requirement is based on this value, the price will be up, right?
Yeah.
So field is added over there. Now the next thing is how to do the coding and everything. Any idea?
I had written that checked all the statement that price is not initial and the quantity is not initial. And subsequently, I had multiplied the content of price field to the quantity field
Mm-hmm.
and populated it onto the content of the total price.
So what we need to do the here in after modify.
Yeah.
So these dot, first of all we need to check the price
Mm-hmm.
is not initial
Mm-hmm.
and my quantity is not initial. That's the two things that we need to do,
Mm-hmm.
because if it is initial the result will be 0.
Mm-hmm.
Now what we need to do, these dot my total price dot content equal to multiplication of these two number,
Yes.
product price dot content into this dot quantity dot content.
Yeah. And this dot product total price currency is equal to this currency.
Right, absolutely correct.
Can you make in the first line which you added not is initial?
Oh yeah, sorry, thanks. So so not an issue, correct.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I just, once this is complete, okay, based
Mm-hmm.
on that it will execute. So this is my price. Now you can see that code is executed. Okay, if I
Yeah.
will, if I will just change this, it is
Mm-hmm.
automatic.
Yeah.
So on after modify this will be executed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so absolutely based on this statement
Mm-hmm.
we will make changes. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
sometime user need like, hey, I don't want to update this automatic, but yes I want to update manually. Okay, so based on some buttons and everything I need to update it, so we can also do that. Same
Mm-hmm.
coding we need to do, but on the on request we need to trigger the code.
Mm-hmm.
So So let me explain that part also. So we call as a custom action. So there is a two option. One is on the action you can declare on the root level as well as the node level. Now currently this is done. Suppose now let's add a second line item.
Okay.
Now suppose this is my 2000 USD. Now based on this total 60 and 20, I need to update this total.
Okay.
How to do that? Any idea?
No. We have to add the both the rows, but I'm not how to populate it over there. I am not sure.
So what we need to do, see, let me just make this field as a also read only because I don't want to change anything. I don't want the user to change the total price, contract price. That means even in the sales order, that is the same thing, right? Like no one can able to change the total price manually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Based on the item information, it will be changed. So now once this is done, go to edit. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to do the calculation on change on this. I need to do the coding. So when I change this, something will be changed. Okay,
Yeah.
and I need to add all this total into this contract account. Sorry, amount. Now what I need to do, I need to do the same coding into same after modify event. So what we need to do like this way. So just understand like what I'm just doing it. This dot. So currently what we need to do, we need all this total,
Yeah.
all line item total. Okay,
Yeah.
but currently in the after modify I'm just getting a single total,
Yeah.
one row total. Okay, so if I need to get all the total, I need to go back to root first of all, and then I need to check how many items that we have. Did you get this statement?
Yeah. I got it.
So what I did, in the current item I'm just getting the current items data, but I need all the items data. So I'll
One by
just
one.
go back to my root level. Now once I will go back to my root level, in the root level when I go again to the item level, I'm just getting all the amount. Okay, then I need to use for loop. For loop is nothing but it's like a similar way, but here first of all I need to declare the variable like a work area data, work area item in. So this is my work area, and now I need to declare this table. So this is my table item up to here. Okay, what happened, it will take the data from this table and store into work area, and then we need to do the calculation over here.
Okay.
Okay, or we can use this work area for our calculation purpose. Now our requirement is okay, sorry, this dot to root dot my contract amount content equal to. Okay,
Content.
now if you maybe you know that, so suppose a is equal to 100, so a1 a2, now total a value. How you can just use this to u value, a total a equal to a1
Plus A2.
a1 plus a2 barabar. But here we don't have a like a1 a2 like a1 or a2, we have multiple. So I cannot do like this way. So what I need to do, I need to use a is equal to a plus ai.
Mm-hmm. And i's value I have to increment.
Yes, so I is coming with the incremental value. So now if I will take example like in the total a equal to, if suppose a value is equal to currently 0,
Mm-hmm.
so 0 plus a1 100, what
Mm-hmm.
is the result? Result is equal to 100.
Yeah.
Now total a value is currently 100. Okay, now
Yeah.
total a is equal to 100 plus a2,
Yeah.
so it's at 300 like this way. So what I need
Mm-hmm.
to do, I need to just use the same again plus
Mm-hmm.
work area total, and the currency code I need to use the same. Okay, so I will show you, like if you want to see the value, like what is my previous value and everything, then you need to take a variable and as a like debugger will see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that
Mm-hmm.
you have understanding
Yeah.
how to change that. So variable before change, and after. Okay, so that is a two variable that I have declared. Before change the value of my total
Mm-hmm.
contract total, what is the value, and after what is the value.
Yeah.
So let me save and activate. Let me do the debugger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it without debugger first of all. Okay, as per your knowledge, what is the result it is coming in the contract amount?
It should be 80,000.
Okay, so suppose if I will just make it 20 here, what should be the result?
40,000.
So here it is 40,000, and for 40 plus 20 means 60,000 will be there, right?
Yeah.
So what will be the result over currently?
Thank you.
So what happened? The previous value of contract it is taking. Okay, now let's do one thing. I'm just doing, okay, 40 over here.
Now you can add it up.
But is it correct or wrong?
It's wrong.
So what we need to do?
We need to clear it first.
Correct, absolutely correct.
Before the starting of the loop, we have to clear the value.
Yes. So we need to clear this. Let's debug this, okay? So you can understand. Let me start the debugger. So what I will do, see, you can see the current value over here. I'm just changing to 5.
The screen has hanged actually. It's freeze
Now
now.
is it coming?
No, not yet.
Yeah, let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yeah.
Did you get that, buddy?
Yeah. Now it's there.
Okay. So up to here we okay, right? So how to do the
Yeah.
calculation? Now
Yeah.
here it is check. It is currently greater than 0. Yes. Now this value we know, so we need to clear this. Clear this value. So now before value, what I'm just getting 0. Before value, that is nothing but my 0 value. You can see now it is 0. Now what happened? It will take this work area amount, that is 20,000, and add into this value, okay, into item total. Now
Yeah.
currently when I just go to the after change, after change value will be, okay, so see, that is also one of the things, okay, that you need to understand. The variable will be accessible within the loop because we have declared in the
Within the
inside
loop.
the, okay. So once I will cursor will be here, I cannot able to see that value. Okay, now, okay, we will see here. You can get now the second record. So now it is converted to 20,000. You can see now. So it is converted to 20,000. Now 20,000 plus my next value, 1 lakh. Okay, so it will add these two value and just we are getting the data over there. So let's just do one thing. Okay. Now only 2 record that we have. So once the 2 time loop is done, it will come out from the loop.
Yeah.
You can see how it is come out and it will exit the screen and we can able to see the data over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now this is the way we can do the calculation, but you need to do the proper place where the my event will be triggered, what the modification that I need to do. Okay. Now same thing we can do it on my action also. Suppose I need to calculate this total. I need one action where I just click on it. It will calculate the total. I can do that. So I told you we have a custom action. So we have declared one custom action over here. You can see. So calculate total. So let me activate this and let's enable this action into my screen. So how to enable it? Let me show you. Now go to the screen. Now see, if I need to add a button over here or here, I can do that. If I need to do it here, when I click here, it is go to the configuration toolbar. And my button that I need to add over here. So it is coming here and click on OK. So you can able to see the button over here. And when I click here, I can change the property. Now update metadata first of all. Click on my button and on click on in this event, I need to do triggering that action. So now call action. Now here add the operation, and from the list we need to go to the BO action, business object action. Now you can see here the total, calculate total action will be there. Okay, now see, just remember, whenever you configure the action, sometime you need to configure the item level action. So according to that, you need to choose the node. Currently it is root node. Sometime you need to go to item node. So the item node will be configured here, root data list.
Data list.
So we need to use this that type of what we can say structure over there. Okay. So currently it is the root node. So we need to choose the root node. Now you can also do the save after execute. Once this event is execute, I need to do automatic save. I can do that. Now final thing is select this total action and click on bind. So it will give the message it is successfully bind and click on OK. Now okay, it's over, right? I need to change that label. So double click here, or you can go to the property or change this label. Okay, both the way you can do that. Calculate contract total. Okay, save and activate. Now once this is done, let me check. Yes, it is done. Close this screen. Okay, once the button will be there in the screen, I need to do the calculation in this event. So when I click here, it will just do something else. Okay, now our logic is nothing but when I do changes over here, okay, and click on this button, system will calculate the same amount into the contract amount. So first of all, I need to remove the coding from item level. Otherwise, it will calculate the total before our this thing. Okay. So let me just copy this code and comment. Activate this. Go to here. Now how to just do the calculation over here, how to do the coding. So what I need to do, I need to again right click and create a script file. Now here you can see the total calculation will be automatically checked. I need to remove mass enable and click on OK
Okay.
and follow the same coding. Okay, only few changes we need to do.
Yeah, yeah.
What
We
let me
need
show.
to refer the proper items and those things.
Yes,
Yeah,
so we
this
need,
is story.
yeah, to root will be gone because we are already in the root level.
Yeah.
Okay, we are already in the root level, so okay, no need to do this. This is also not required. You can able to see the data directly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a simple coding at all, and you don't need to do. Okay, there is a one last
One more
changes.
set to root.
Okay, save and activate. Can you able to see any inactive item?
No.
It is there.
Ah.
Okay, so just remember like this way also. Whenever you just do some changes in the BO action or BO screen like that,
Mm.
the business object is inactive.
Mm.
We need to activate it and then just try. Sometime because of inactive version, our coding is there, but it is not execute.
Mm.
Okay, so we need to do the proper checking in the in a business object level. Okay, before testing it.
Mm.
Now let me start the debugger. Close this. Now in place of 20, I just make it 30.
Mm.
So this coding is done. Okay, now this
Yeah.
coding is execute. It is making 30,000 and 80,000.
Mm.
Now it is total is nothing but 80,000 plus 30 means 18.
Yeah.
Okay, 11. Yeah, 1 lakh
Yeah.
10,000. Okay, so when I
Yeah.
click on this, currently this is the value. I need to
Mm.
clear it. So now this is clear.
Mm.
Now it will just take the value. Okay, now here currently it is 30,000.
Mm.
Will come here. Now this is the 30,000 plus
Mm.
the work area value.
Yeah.
So work area value will be coming once I will execute this. So work area will be 80,000. So
Mm.
30,000 plus 80,000 is 1 lakh 10,000. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see now this is done and it will display the data into this.
Yeah.
Okay. So like this way you can do the coding. So
Yeah.
condition and for loop. We have also the while loop also as like same. It is the behavior is same. Only
Mm.
the syntax is change. Okay. The
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
loop is also working the same thing. For loop is the same thing. If condition, only the syntax is change. Yes. Now only thing is how you can use that.
Mm.
Okay, that you need to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you will do? Create a separate solution for you, create a
Mm.
business object and declare all the things okay in your business object. Okay,
Mm.
so maybe today we are getting some issue, right? You will also get the same thing, but yes, that will really help you to understand like how to solve that. Okay,
Yeah.
So do the same thing now. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah.
that is the next topic. Okay, now you have a better understanding how to create a screen, how to create a script file, how to do the coding and everything, and where to do.
Yeah.
Now we'll go for the next step. Okay.
Hmm.
So we'll see you tomorrow, same time,
Okay.
8:30, and we'll just continue. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, thanks. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Yeah. Send it.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Mm, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday, like we have just seen some of the piece of code. Okay. Now let me just first of all activate all items, because some of the item is not activated. Okay. So now here we have seen object based screen.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's create a new type of screen that is called a thing based navigation. Now thing based navigation, I'm just giving the name and
Mm-hmm.
select this for desktop and tablet. Okay, TBN 100.
Mm-hmm.
Now when I click here, similar way, there is a list of screen will be created for thing based also.
Okay.
So let me explain
One
you.
question I had
Yeah,
for this Fiori-based UI which we are having apart from this HTML5, means how the means the coding and everything is the same what they are doing right now.
yeah. I'm explaining.
Okay.
So
And one more thing that I am not means when I switch to this Fiori-based UI, I'm not able to see this admin and all those things, admin pages to assign those screens to in the Fiori UI.
let in the Fury it is not available.
Mm-hmm.
Even my user it is not available. Okay, so
Okay.
it's not an issue, but they will come to us this November.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see everything in this Fury client.
Okay. As of now, for the Fiori client, it's only for only standard applications.
Yep. So now you can see now we have a thing based screen is created.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 screen is created. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here the sequence is also similar.
Mm-hmm.
Work center view. Sorry, work center first of all. So this is the one. Now let me just give the name thing based navigation so we can understand. The view will be also there. Mhm. There is the OWL also.
Mm-hmm.
So it is coming with the same screen sequence up to here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now we have a new and edit button, but we don't have it. So let me just give you the idea like how it is displayed.
Mm-hmm.
So once this is done, let me close this. Okay, I think I need to activate all. बोलना. So here you can see there is a two UI that I need to activate. Let me activate.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is coming with the inactive version. So there is a two inactive version. Let me activate. So once this is done, एक second.
Hmm.
Now we need to refresh and we need to assign to the user. Okay. So once I will assign to the user, you can able to understand like how it's look like.
Are you speaking? Hello?
Just a minute. Just
Yeah.
a minute. sorry yaar. See, Manoranjan, like whenever we design it, okay, we have designed two screen. This is our new design, okay, like that is called the theme-based navigation. From here to here it is same, from here to here it is same, but we have a different view altogether here. When I just click here, it is open the data in a standard screen format. Okay, now we need to configure the screen, okay, but the data will be remain same because we are referring one table, one business object. Okay,
Yeah.
so here now second thing, there are some screen also created like called, this is a thing based screen that called TI, thing inspector. Okay, so the sequence will be like this way: work center, work center view, OWL, TI, QC, QV. TI will be nothing this screen. Okay, now QV is nothing but when I click mouse over here, it is display the quick view.
Okay.
Okay, now this is quick view. Now there is a one icon will be created here, that's the contract table. So this is the we called as a quick create.
Okay. QC.
Okay,
Yeah.
now so whatever screen that we have, like a thing TI screen or whatever, like a quick create and everything, that we need to reconfigure it based on our requirement, because there are some things that is not available or something that we need to do it, okay, extra based on our requirement. So like let me go to the quick create. There is some bugs and everything will be there, so it's very difficult to someone can like not able to understand properly, but yes, I have it understanding. So in this save event, if you just see here, when I click here, it is called the save event. It is called the save event. Okay. But without any click on any event, I don't want to see. It is calling. Okay, but it is not triggering anything.
Yeah.
So what happened? When I click here save, the save event will be called. But I don't want to execute this save event first of all. So when I see and activate, see this cancel button is also not working. Now you can see, now you can able to see save and open, save and new, save and close, like that way. The cancel button is not working. Okay, oh, now it is working. So we have some of the events that we need to use. Okay, so when I click here, there is a sub menu there. In the sub menu, these all events will be used, save and close. So it is display here, save and close. Okay, save and close is nothing but it is save the data and close the data, or close the screen. Okay, save and new, it is save the data, but it will open the new screen also for next record.
Yeah.
It is calling the second operation called new QC, that is a configurable part. Save and close, sorry, save and open. Save and open is also one of the same like operation. Open the TX screen, thing screen. Okay, so these all are things is pre-configured, but we need to design as per our requirement. Okay, so now let me change the contract Z4. Once this is done, now account, let me change the type. I will assign the value help. Now this is account owner name and everything. Let me just make this as a static. Owner, manager, status, and account manager. Okay. So we will just leave it this later, like configure is this later. Now once this is done, let me come here. Now you can see now it is coming properly. Now 3004 support service start date. Now when I choose account ID, so you can see the code is properly executed. So the coding will remain same. Okay, if I will explain without any this testing and everything, you cannot understand. But now you can see without any coding, the data is populated. That means they refer the same coding,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we need to understand like, hey, whenever we are doing this search activity or creation of new screen on top of the custom business object, the coding will remain same. The events will be remain same. Save and close. Okay. So now when I refresh this, I can able to see the data over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here also we need to design this, design something. Okay. Even the these we can use for our other purpose. Okay. Now if you see there is a no item table will be added, so we need to add manually. So let's close this screen, open the TI screen. Now here just go to any of the tab, okay, and let's design the table control same as that we have designed. Okay. When I okay, there is a how many columns that we have it? Total 5 columns, I think. So 3 and 2 5. Okay. Let me add more column 4 and 5. Okay. Now go to the data model and map with the item table one by one. Description. Let's see if it is available. Yes, product ID and description is there. Now this 3 column we need to convert to compound field.
Yeah. Compound.
And in the data model I will drag and drop the 3 fields that we are required to map. Go here and one by one map those fields. If you did one time and that will be really help you. It is like easy way for a second time, like, hey, what is the steps that you need to
Yeah.
follow. Okay, only first time you will just having some doubts or any issue.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Correct.
second time if you completely that steps and everything, you can understand like what you need to do next,
Yep.
because there is a no more like options available. Okay, in CRM we have many options, so we need to explore the things, but in C4C like these are the options available. Okay, apart from that, there is no more options. So if you do practice more, you can understand properly, like, hey, this is the same step that we are following for every time. Okay, so this is a quantity, and the lastly is total price. And let's make this field as a read only. Save and activate. So once this is done, okay, let me go to the front end.
We need to add a new button over there for creation of
Yep.
new line items.
Yes. But like that is a difference. There is some difference that we have it. So let me add later. Now when I come to general data, you can see the, okay, total price is, let me, okay, now it is, okay, so you can see the data will be also coming without any issue. Okay, so now you said like the button is not configured here.
Yeah.
Now I don't want the thing like, hey, when I just click on button it will add a row, but I want to open a pop-up to add items and everything. Okay, so when I click here, it is open the pop-up to enter the product ID, description and everything, and it will populate into the below table. I want that structure. So how to design it? So in the data model, in the data list, so we are doing everything on the data list. Okay, right click on the data list, and there is option to add list modification structure. So this list modification structure is nothing but one type of another structure that having a 0 to 1 cardinality. This is 0 to 1, but this is a 0 to 1. So what I need to do, I need to map with the product first, and whatever the field that you are looking, just drag and drop. Product description, product price, product quantity, total price. Okay, now this structure is created. One structure is created. Go to designer, and in the toolbar there is an option called list modification form. Drag and drop here. Now in this list modification form property, just associate the structure that we have created. Sometimes just we forgot to choose a list modification, and in place we just select the data list. So remember this, we need to choose data list modification structure. Now same thing from the data model, drag and drop the data like which you want to display. Description, price, quantity, and the total price. Sorry, total price is also not required. So let me make this visible false. Save and activate. Now when I click on add button, I want to open this pop-up. So go to this, add a new item. In the pop-up, in the operation, in place of list we need to use list modification. And here choose the structure that we have created. Save and activate. So once this is save and activate, when I open this, refresh the screen, general data. Okay, there is one more change that we forgot. Here it is OVS.
Mm.
I will choose the OVS. Make this is static. So when I click here, it is open
Yeah.
the pop-up.
Okay.
Oh, I think okay.
Only the label was hidden.
I think yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here we need to do this. Save and activate. Okay, I need to close and reopen it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Now.
when I choose this, like this pop-up will be coming. You can change the section and everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now when I choose a product, it is populated name. Okay. Now when I just enter the data, click on add, you can see the data will be properly populated.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
Now even that this business object, this screen, we have designed a button. So you can also design the same button over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It's not a big deal, but yes, there is some steps. Like item new button. So save this. We need to configure the action. BO action. Select this
Yeah.
and save this. And calculate amount, right? Calculate total. Calculate contract amount. Save and activate. And see, the action is already implemented at that having a scripting and everything. So you don't
Yes.
need to do anything. Only thing is we need to execute. Now you can see here.
Yeah.
Now this overview feeds and everything is I don't want to display. So what you can do, you can right click and delete that section. Okay. You can just come up with this. Automatically it is coming there as a first tab.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can see here when I click on calculate, it is calculating the this contract amount.
Mm-hmm.
If I will add more column, save this and like this way. Okay, so like this way you can just design your this what we can say other screen, that is called the
Yep.
theme based navigation. But yes, you just need to understand like the concept of the navigations and everything. Okay, that is pre-configured, but yes, mostly we are not having a more changes in the screen configuration, only the
Yeah.
now there is a one small thing, but that is really help us. There is a where is that? Okay, in the standard screen, when I go to any of the standard screen, suppose in the sales or opportunity, let me take a opportunity example. So this delete button is there. Okay, this
Yeah.
button, I want the similar functionality to my screen. Okay, or my product. So what you need to do, you need to drag and drop this layout stack panel into the table. So now in the table it is coming. Now in the property, convert to icon. Now change the name called action, and as a default icon you need to delete bin. Okay, you need to use this icon name, default icon. And when I click on that, I need to remove the data from the list. So in place of add row, I need to use delete row from this list. Okay,
Yep.
now save and activate. Okay, I need to change the sequence. So once it is save and activate, let me go and check how it is designed. So it is coming here. When I delete this, it is gone. I need to save it and I need to re-update it. Okay, so every time I need to re-update and everything. So we are not doing such activity that is require more click. Okay, so we will always go for the like auto calculate this thing. Okay, sometimes the user just not like he forgot, suppose, then the updated data is not there.
Yeah.
So we need to do the every operation dynamically, that is change, okay, based on some action,
Yeah.
if it is possible.
Yeah.
So like that way we can design that screen. And like it's here also, if you go to the other screen, suppose in the opportunity or in the, so you have a better idea like how they have designed. Okay, so now you can see here there is a more number of data will be displayed. Okay, overview, feeds, products. So we have designed the product part. So you can see that the product part having a similar functionality. Okay, so when I click on here, it is loading the same list modification structure.
Yep.
So like this way we can design the other part also. Suppose if you want to design the table control like that, you can do that.
Can
Okay,
you see the code for these standard objects?
you cannot able to see the code because there is a no more coding. Okay, only the most on the configuration part. Coding is hidden for us, but on top of the standard code you can design your custom code.
Okay, that those are enhancements.
Yes, enhancement, correct. Okay, so like this way you can design the thing based screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me go to the actual thing. Now there is some more options we can do in the OWL. Like in the OWL there is a no new button available, so we can design the new button. So see, these are the common practice, okay, common requirement for all this customer. See, there is a no new button there, we can just design it new button. So my button. So here what we need to do, so the semantic property you need to do it a quick create. You don't need to implement on click event, and after that as a thing inspect, okay, associated thing inspector container, like a container, we need to use node id or contract id,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the alternative key that we have. That's
Okay.
it. Now when I double click here and just change the new icon, save and activate, and then try. Let me go here. When I click here, it is open the quick create.
Yep.
It is very straightforward, okay, there is a no on
Mm-hmm.
click, but it is configured based on the semantic property that we have. So when I here, it will call the quick create directly, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it is coming with this structure.
Mm-hmm.
So system is automatically identify which screen that I need to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this way you can design more things into like object based and thing based navigation.
Mm-hmm.
Now moving to other parts. Now
Okay.
like this is our screen design and UI designer, like, okay, so we have seen the controller, like how to design this events and everything. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
still this three part is remaining, okay, that is required some time, like whenever the topic is coming, that you can understand properly, okay, that
Mm-hmm.
part.
Okay.
But the data model, how to bind it, what is the color coding and everything, that you can understand, right?
Yeah.
Here also you can design drag and drop functionality, just making some property changes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now suppose your business object is ready, your screen is ready,
Okay.
and the management say like, hey, I don't want to log in, just give me the like a report for your contract, yearly contract, how many contract close, how many open, how many
Mm-hmm.
active. So my management want that report, okay, so how to design the report, how to design the data source.
Mm-hmm.
For a standard object we have a data source and everything, but for custom business object we need to design it. So there is some options available in the back end where you can design your data source for a custom business object. Now here we have a many options, you can see we have seen these two options. Now let me go to the data source creation. Now, see, Manoranjan, data source is specific to the node. Either it's a root node or item node. Okay.
Okay.
So it is not combination of data. It is only the root level data or node level data. Like if I have a sales order, so sales order header information, sales order item
Item.
information, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So different data source will be exist. That
Mm-hmm.
is not one data source that include everything, but you can create a combined data source like item and header data will be there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
different way. So we can choose at a time one node. Now contract Z4. Okay, root information. Now this log sensitive personal data. Okay, so where this is require like sometime you just need to require the log, like hey, some data that you have deleted.
Mm-hmm.
So which data that you have deleted, so this is required for that,
Mm-hmm.
but we are not using at all. Okay, this like log sensitive personal data. Now the referencing is nothing but if you want to navigate from your report to your screen, you can navigate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which screen that you need to navigate, that you need to give here, like hey, my quick activity or my TI screen, like that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but we are also not doing for that because it is purely for management. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like they know like hey, these are the data, they don't need to go into the deep drive. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is, I will just heads up like hey, these are the things also available. Okay, now when I click on next, what data that you want to select for your
Mm-hmm.
data source, select all. If you don't want to display anything, you can just remove it,
Remote. Yeah.
just uncheck it. Yes, now click on next. Now you can see the data key figure. So when I just select some of them like a date and everything, this is automatically coming like date to duration, date to month, and date to year.
Mm-hmm.
So for some of the data type like amounts and everything, it is coming. For ID and everything is not coming. Okay, so that you can configure it. So you can just make this enable. Now click on next. Now you can refer the your reference data source here for your elements or your column, but we don't have any reference yet. Okay, this is a custom data source. Now
Yeah.
click on next. Now this is important. So key figure is nothing but see if I will say like amount, percentage, some values and everything, so that will be considered as a some of the key figure.
Yep.
So here we have one standard key figure available called number of count, number of data. So
Mm-hmm.
if it is 10 data, it is written 10. If it is 20, it is written 20. But
Mm-hmm.
on top of, you can design your own aggregation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the amount. I need a sum of all amounts. Now there is a more options available, like you can design maximum number,
Mm-hmm.
maximum value, so max. You can design minimum value, minimum. Okay. Now for date also. Okay, for date also you can design the same thing. Now this is, we have multiple, we have designed it. So click on next. So this is my all the characteristic and this is my key figure.
Mm-hmm.
Once this is done, my data source is created and right click and activate. So once activated, now my data source is created. Okay, just always do the best practice, right click and check in files. Okay, now once your data source is created, now your work is done. Now functional people will design the report, like how to design the report. Okay, because they need a data source, they know the like structure which they need to display to their management. Either it's a graphical format, table format, like that. Okay, but how it is look into our front end, let me show you. In the business analytics, design data source, just copy this name and just see here. Now you can see here that data source name, description, who is created, what are the things that is available. You can just see here in the documentation. Okay, now how to display the data, how the data is displayed in the report or in the data source. Now directly we are displaying the data source, not a report. Now you can see the end date is coming, contract amount, maximum value, minimum value, like that. You can see here. This is the addition of all the data. Total 3 records we have it. Now if you need to display the data, you can go available fields, click on contract ID. It is display contract ID, contract description. Okay, so like this way it is coming. So you can see here, based on our requirement, we can add the fields and we can remove the fields. Okay, this is coming into the data source. Now if you want to create a report, you can create report over here. When I click on create report, it is open the wizard. We need to follow the steps, like contract Z4 report. Click on next. Now you can see whatever the like key figure that we have created, that will be coming here. Okay, if you want to display, you can select it. If you don't want to display, you can remove it. Like I don't want to display anything, so these two field I need to display total number of amount and the counter. So click on next. Now characteristic, like hey, whatever the field that we have selected in data source, this is the structure. Now if you want to also remove it from here, you can remove it. Okay, click on next. Now here the actual part is coming. Now which value that you need to make it mandatory and everything, that you can decide it here. So suppose contract ID I need to display, sorry, contract I need to make it mandatory. Without contract ID fill, the data is not displayed. So you can make that value as a using variable. Okay, you can also change the sequence as per your requirement, and you can change over there also in the report also. Now when I change the property to using variable for contract ID in the next screen, I have options available for my contract ID if I need to make it mandatory or not. Okay, so this is a way we can design it. Once this is done, review it and finished. Now let me add it with the result. Okay, done. Now our report is created. Now let me close this data source and come to the design report. So whatever the report that we have designed, it is coming here. So you can see this report, you will give it to your functional team or your management. Now you can see the, like I just give you the example. We can select any specific contract. Just a minute. Any specific contract, and when I click on go, it will display the two data, and this is a now in the available fields I need to display the design like, hey, these are the things, description. Now my start date, my end date, like this way. Now once this is done, you can save your like changes. Okay, here sorry, the report header, or maybe in the characteristic, save as. So here you can see this is the initial modification. Okay, now this is a default report. Okay, so we have just changed the default report. Okay, with the initial view.
Mm-hmm.
So next time you don't need to drag and drop anything, it is coming by default.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can change it later, but as per your requirement.
Okay.
Okay, but yes, this is like more on the functional activity, but yes, for your understanding, like how to design the report, even from here you can just see the pie chart and everything, but that should be like some of the like date from this date, this is a revenue for this customer, this is a revenue, so that type of data should be there, then you
Mm-hmm.
can have a better design.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the report design. Now we have option to create a report from backend also. Right click and create and manage the report. But we are not using this screen. Why? It is calling the same screen. It
Mm-hmm.
is calling the same screen. Okay. So we are not going to create a report from backend system. And
Mm-hmm.
there is a no makes sense like if just creating from the backend system.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay then. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, so like this way we can design the reports and the data source. Now we have designed the data source only for root. How
Mm-hmm.
to go for this one item?
Item
Same,
level.
same thing we need to follow. Data source item G4 items. But here you need to give the parent ID.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can understand like, hey, for which parent the day this is the product. Okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
choose everything, and from here that contract ID is enough.
Mm-hmm.
One data that is enough that we can identify.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, same way we can just design this also, and this also. But
Mm-hmm.
let's go next and finished. So once this is done, once this is created, activate it and just go the front end and just design the report. What happened here? How it is automatically logged out? Let me check. So here, let's see the like data source is created or not. So we have created item.
Right.
Okay, but we have created today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Root level.
No, that's not the one.
I think this is the one.
That is also very old, 2018. The user.
Yeah, by user. This
User
is root.
files.
Okay, I think this is one. No, this is a different business object.
Yeah.
So let me go to this. Okay, I think it is not activated yet. That's why it is not coming. So let me activate this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, check in the files and then see.
Yeah. So,
Now it is coming. Okay. Similar way, when I come here, preview the data. Now this time you will get more clarity how it is displayed. So first of all, always use contract ID,
mm-hmm.
then product ID. So you can understand one contract, one product, one contract, two product, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a clarity you will get, like, hey, in the second contract we have a two, what we can say, this one
Items.
available. Okay, and you can design that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like this way you can just design the reports and the data source from the backend system
Mm-hmm.
and just make it available to the user.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions, Manoranjan?
No, let me, since I will just catch up today, try and catch up with the existing developments, whatever you have done till today.
Yep.
And, yeah.
So from tomorrow we'll just start the web service part. Okay,
Okay.
so you will have a like now difficult thing will be coming. Okay, because that
Yeah.
is required,
Mm-hmm.
because web service and o data, and that is like that is a common thing. Okay, that is
Mm-hmm.
required anyhow. So
Mm-hmm.
we will design the web service and how to utilize that, and that you have a better understanding how to create it, how
Okay.
to test. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.